Hey guys, M.V.K Kid here. How's everybody doing out there? Um, I'm here because a milestone has happened with me, and yeah, you read the title. It's a celebration. 5,000 subscribers. That road that I was trying to get. I can check that off. Mission complete. I found out not too long ago, this week actually. Um, Someone had commented on one of my old videos. I think it was commented on pretty much me reacting to uh, 5 disturbing 911 calls, and her name was female. Her name was that one girl. Could be female, don't matter, don't know. But she's demonstrating, and she said basically, yeah, and I'm your, oh my, I'm your 5,000 subscriber. And I'm like, wait, what? Really? And yeah, now, well, technically, as I'm doing this now, I'm up to 5,008 members. So now you can say the road to 6,000 subscribers happened. I want to thank everybody once again for the love and the appreciation, and coming through my channels and watching my stuff. And I'm now doing gameplay, and there'll be more gameplay. I'm even thinking about actually making a gameplay channel. I'm not sure about that, but and speaking of gameplay, I'll get into that later. But yeah, I started here on YouTube in what, '07, and I started just watching stuff, and I saw people doing this, and I'm like, once again, I could do that. I'm a big comic lover. I'm a this and that, so I started doing that myself, and I started finding a following. People reached out, I grabbed on, and all I said was, hold on and enjoy the ride. And so far, those people who still held on to me, they seem to still be enjoying the ride. So I appreciate that. Much love and respect as always. But like I said, tonight is a celebration, open mic celebration, meaning there is no question off limits that I won't answer. I still haven't even delivered, guys, what the theme will be for September. I may give you the theme tonight. You don't know. But tonight is just an open mic, guys, to just pretty much enjoy, have some fun. Let's get into the questions. For the 5,000 subscribers, or 5,008 subscribers I have. So let's see what we got here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, first of all, who is here? That's the one question. Okay, Travis, John, Rick. G'day, Rick. Omnitron, and Ken. Sinquan is here. Hey, Ken. Edmund is here. Yo, Nathan is here. All right. So you guys know the rules. Open mic. You can hit me with any questions you want, guys. I'll answer it for you guys. Yeah. All right. So let's go. All right. Okay. So Travis says. Okay. Wait. Okay. Which ones are first and which ones are? Okay, yo, Chris, I'm trying to print this in. Thank you. Hey, Chris. Hey, Nathan. Yo, Edmund Allen, what's up? Synchron, congratulations, my friend, on the success. How are you things? Personally, I'm trying not to get into that too much. Physically, I'm fine. Personally, something I'm not going to talk about that. But I'm well. Just put it like that. Okay. Synchron says, I've been wondering, are you a PC gamer? Not really a PC gamer. You guys know me. I'm more of the console games. I'm more of the console guy. I'm the one that gets the consoles. I mean, there are some PC, and there's some PC companies that are actually asking me, sending me emails to play their games and stuff for them and things like that. It's some of the things that I've been getting to find out, because now I'm partner. I'm a partner now, so and my name's getting out there now, and that's pretty cool, you know. But yeah, I mean, I've played some PC games in, like, you know, like Five Nights at Freddy's, you know, stuff like that. But if you want to see somebody who plays PC games like that, go watch Dashi. Go watch him, dude. He plays those PC games. I mean, and besides, I don't think I have the right computer that can hold all the. Sometimes I think I do, but I don't want to overdo it, because I think that's what kind of messed up my last laptop with its hard drive. Is like, but I'm not the biggest PC gamer. I do have a stream account, and there are some games on stream that I've seen. I'm like, yo, that looks pretty good, you know. Let's see what next you got. What comics haven't you read yet, and you're getting around to reading and recommend? Uh, Comic wise, I need to catch up on my Ninjak. I know by Valiant. I definitely need to catch up. I gotta catch up on Exo Man of War, Ninjak. Those are definitely comics to read by Valiant. Pretty much all caught up on my Marvel, all my DC. It's mostly the indie stuff that I really need to catch up on. But nothing that I'm not too far behind. Like, I never miss an issue of Turtles. I'm always reading Turtle. I just recently read the newest Turtle comic that they just put out now, IDW. It's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe. It's like their second or third ongoing series that IDW put out. It's pretty cool. So I'm not really behind in terms of comic wise, but like I'm just behind on certain things. Um, like I said, Ninjak, Exo Man of War, things like that. Let's see what you have here. Okay. I can't really think of anything else to say, so I'll end it with this. Your reaction, you reach 5 more subscribers. It has been an honor and a privilege to know you and be a part of your journey. Oh, thanks. From the urban dragon to the M.V.K Lord, thank you and peace. Oh my God. Travis Tipman, have you seen the new Berserk anime? I've seen the first episode, and I'm a big Berserk fan, Gatsu and all those. Yeah, so of course I'm gonna watch it. Yes, indeed. So yes, Malcolm's over here watching that stupid, whatever that dumb guy that got in the ring and cut this stupid promo, and then Kane came out and chokeslammed him. He got in his tighty whities and what's called the milkman. Yeah, that's stupid nonsense. Millman, yeah, Millman, whatever, stupid. Okay, Omnitron. So how long do you think before the new 52 influence is completely thrown out at DC? I'd probably say it kind of has. You know, you're starting to see more bits and pieces of like things are starting to kind of, you're seeing some things happen, like, but hopefully I give it maybe I'll give it another year, maybe, that you probably see that, you know, before, you know, everything kind of maybe go back to normal. And I'm a little shiny. I don't know why, guys, but I'm kind of going. Let's see what else. Omnitron, you asked me if you had a choice between only owning Dark Souls or only owning Bloodthorn, which would you pick up? I've never played any of those games, so it would probably be both in a sense, but you're only saying one, so I probably have to. I gotta see some more, because I've never watched any of the trailers or anything like that, so I can't really say. Um, Terry and Andy versus Ken and Ryu. Oh boy, Travis, why you? Uh you put four characters that I really enjoy. I really wouldn't want to see them fight or really see them, but we're talking about current Terry, current Ryu, current Ken, current Andy. I think the Bogart brothers would put up a good fight, but I think Ryu and Ken would beat them. So I'm just saying. Uh, but Ryu would have the utmost respect for both the Bogart brothers. So, Amitron, you asked me, do you think we could see a Defenders movie at some point, since Marvel does have Namor back now, so we can get Hulk or Namor Strange and Silver. But you're missing one person, Silver Surfer. Yeah, Surfer was, those were the original four. I don't think so. Um, I feel that calling Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist the Defenders makes sense for what what the shows are trying to accomplish with them. You know, Daredevil is trying to protect Hell's Kitchen, which don't let, see, for non-New Yorkers out there, don't let Daredevil fool you in thinking that's how Hell's Kitchen is. It's nothing like that anymore. Um, hell, it's not even called Hell's Kitchen anymore. Um, too much. It's called Clinton. But you know, and Luke is defending Uptown or Uptown Manhattan, which is Harlem. That name will never change. Okay. And I guess you could say Jessica is what, Midtown, and I don't know where Danny's gonna be. Could he be in Chinatown? We don't know. But it makes sense, the reason why they're calling that. But we got Doctor Strange. He's just getting his foot this November. I can't believe it. Yeah, this November. In 2 more months, and actually, yeah, 2 more months. The last Marvel movie of 2016 is Doctor Strange, and I'm looking forward to it. I definitely want to see how they're gonna blend the magic and everything into this universe. As you all know, Avengers Infinity and the other second title, that have gone on the state that that's supposed to be the swan song for the old guard of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's almost as if to welcome in the new phase of the Marvel Universe, Cinematic Universe. But I don't. We got to, if it's still not really declared if he is with Marvel. It's still not declared if Namor is with them, but if it is, the first question is explaining where the Atlanteans have been all this time. That's what you got to explain. You got to explain that. You can't just throw him in there and be like, people know, people, non-comic fans know who that guy is. We already seen Hulk. Hulk's still, and Ruffalo still has, movies in his contract. I think he signed an 8-picture deal. And so far since he's come in, and we're not talking cameos. Cameos don't count. Him starring in the movie, he's only done 2. He has 6 more movies left under his role. So he's going to be in Thor. That's 3. He's probably going to be in the next 2 Avengers movies. So that's 5. Then he still has 3 more to go. I'm not sure how much did how many movies Mr. Cumberbatch has signed on for. But I don't think we'll ever see the Defenders in the movie wise. They'll keep that just for the street level heroes. I'm just saying. I mean, if that's what I'm just saying. What would happen, Travis? You asked me what would happen if the Joker, if the what happened if the Joker met Solid Snake. Oh my God. Goodbye, Joker. Because Joker could try to play all the mind games you want with Snake. Snake's been through far worse than him and came out unscathed. So yeah, Joker that'd be like a walk in the park for Snake. Big Rick says, "Hi Chris, congratulations on 5,000." Thank you, Rick. Did you watch the Olympics at all? I watched some of it. Didn't watch all of it. I personally, I think some of them were like there were a couple of competitions that you can clearly see some people got screwed out of competition. Like I was, you know, but I've kind of calmed down on watching the Olympics as I used to because you're starting to see like almost every year somebody is getting screwed out of a competition that they clearly won, but someone else won, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm not liking this too much no more. It is what it is. Okay. Big Ricky, actually, what is your favorite Gene Wilder film? May he rest in peace. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we lost Gene Wilder. Oh my God. Of course, Willy Wonka is up there. That's always going to be. But anytime he starred with Richard Pryor, it was magic for me. It was always fun. They had such a, you can see they just had such a good chemistry together. And probably my favorite movie of them together is where he was deaf and Richard Pryor was blind, and Kevin Spacey was in it and things like that. That was fun. I love that movie. That's my favorite. Not too long ago, Willy Wonka was on. I'm forgetting what channel. Not too long ago, but yeah. But I you know, and I like you know, Young Frankenstein and all that. But that I'm trying. Hear No Evil. Damn, I forget what it was called with Richard Pryor and him. But I love that movie. Yeah, we lost Gene Wilder. You know, I'm really wishing 2016 to just end because we're losing too many legends, and it's getting sickening because it's almost like now every time I look into the news reels or something, we're losing somebody. I'm just like, now what? Now who? You know, it's sucking. John says, congratulations, kid. Thanks, John. Best UFC fight, UFC knockout you've seen. That's a tough one. I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple from Randy. No, not from Rampage. I've seen a couple from Lupina Mushida. There's too many. That's a hard one. I know one of them I loved was probably from the Spider, where he just caught this guy's leg and just whop, and I was like, okay. So yeah, there's a couple. Okay, Nathan, what improvements will you make to your channel in the near future? Well, probably you're definitely going to see me do some green screen work. Like I'm going to get a green screen. And I'm gonna use that a lot for like different segments, like my my movie reviews, or my characters, why I like them series, which I'm about to get back into. Try to have more guests on my channel more often. I know people have been saying you should do a podcast or something like that. I'm like, I don't know. You definitely, I'm definitely gonna put up some content for New York Comic Con. Because I'm going to New York Comic Con this year. I can't wait to go there and be amongst my people. You know, and there's gonna be a couple of people there that I'm gonna try to get to see. I know Ivy Doom Kitty's gonna be there. One of my favorite cosplayers is gonna be there, and I'm gonna try to get to see her. The cast of Ash versus Evil Dead is gonna be there, and I'm like, I'm going to that. Going to that panel. A lot of my favorite writers favorite artist is going to be there. The only problem about is the day that I'm going. I'm going on Thursday. And Stanley won't be there on Thursday. He's going to be there on the rest of the days. So I can't meet the man and finally say those words I've been dying to say to him face to face for all those times, all these years. I met him once and it was slight, but it was like really quick. But I really wanted to get on camera. This just me telling him everything. Like, thank you for creating such help, co-creating all these great characters that I fell in love with, and just God bless him. You know, he is literally in a sense one of the last Mohicans. He if you got to look at him like that, he's one of the last Mohicans that are still around. You know, he's one of them, and I wanted to talk to him and just say something to him. I mean, I know the original Uhura is going to be there, and so I'm definitely going to see. Being a Star Trek fan I am, so I definitely got to give my love and respect to her. That day is going to be really fun in the Javik Center. I'm definitely going to enjoy that. Hopefully, I can meet up with Comic Uno, because she definitely Kat. You know, she's going to be there, so I get to meet her in person. I'm hoping to meet a couple of YouTube friends or so who are going to be there in person. But it's going to be a heck of a time there. I really wish I could have gone the 4 days, but I couldn't. Okay, how big of a H.P. Lovecraft fan are you? I'm not the biggest Lovecraft fan. There are some works I like, but not the biggest. I'm more of an Edgar Allan Poe fan. You know, love him more. But you know, what is your best Mr. Fuji moment in your opinion, John? Yeah, we lost Mr. Fuji too. Boy, uh, there are a lot of moments with Mr. Fuji that I loved, but if I was to name one, first of all, anytime Mr. Fuji threw salt in somebody's eyes was just hilarious to me. I'm just like, this guy would take a handful of salt and just throw it in somebody's eye. Probably the one that got me to work, just cracks me up anytime I hear it or watch it. It was WrestleMania 8. It was Brett. What, 9, right? 9. Thank you. 9. Bret Hart versus Yokozuna for the title. Yoko was the challenger. Bret was the champ. Yeah, the champ. And and the question was, could Bret get the sharpshooter on Yoko? God rest his soul. Bret did. He had him, and then you see Mr. Fuji walking around. He's walking around, just calmly walking, and he stops, and you know what he got in his hand. You know what he's got, and that was assault. And you got JR. Fuji, what you doing? And that just cracks me up all the time. I think a lot of people who don't know, Mr. Fuji was a wrestler too. His partner was, you probably seen him in a lot of movies too. The big guy who had a flat top, Toru Tanaka, was his partner. And he became one of those great managers. You know, when he get everybody mean and nasty. You know, he managed teams like Demolition, and of course Yoko. You know, he was a big influence to Yokozuna, who, for anybody who don't know, was not Japanese. Okay, was not Japanese, and even at the young age that I was at that time when Yoko first came, even I could see. I'm like, there are some dark-skinned Japanese men, but I'm like, God rest his soul. You know, he was, it's still there. It still ponders me and Malcolm the fact that nobody ever lost to his big leg drop. Yeah. but people lose to Hogan's leg drop. A guy who's got leg the size of tree trunks, dropping that leg, nobody loses. But somebody like Hogan, who gets up, don't get me wrong, he loses. Whatever. You can see kind of Nia Jax was kind of trying to bring that back, that leg drop. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, Mr. Fuji, God bless him. He's gone off to WrestleMania heaven. Now he'll be reunited with everybody up there now. Yes. I knew he was battling, I think it was cancer or so. You know, I'm just hoping he died peacefully, wasn't in any kind of pain. Yeah, let's move on. Okay. Let's see. Have you heard of Eric Powell's Hillbilly? No, I haven't. Okay, gotta check it out. Thanks. Fairy Love, I love you so much, and you inspire me to make me happy every day. Please don't quit YouTube. Don't quick YouTube until you're 100. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I never said I quit, and it's not that I'm quitting. It's, you know, it's just I'm celebrating. You know. What, John? This is your question. What do you think of the newest Bourne? I have not seen that yet. I heard a lot of people enjoyed it. I heard some people just said Bourne only has about a few lines in the whole movie. I'm like, wait, what? Like, okay. But I definitely want to see it. In terms of the last movies that I want to see this year, you know, I definitely want to see that movie Morgan. That caught my attention. Of course, Magnificent Seven. Definitely gonna go see that. Doctor Strange, of course. And what else comes out in between October to the December? Does the Star Wars movie come out? Rogue One come out this year? And I think so. So, this is from I don't want to get your name wrong. Knees Sovinik Gladden. Hey Chris, I'm glad you hit 5,000. Can't wait for this guy to hit 1 million. I can only pray that I hit 1 million subscribers. Other guys have hit it who've been, you know, but hey, I'm grateful that I've hit 5,000. I was grateful when I hit 4,000. I was grateful when I hit 1,000. I was grateful when I hit 100. It's gonna happen. Okay, I'm trying. Have you played Dragon Age? That's the BioWare game. I've played a little bit of it. Don't play it too much. You know, anything from BioWare. The only thing I play from BioWare is Mass Effect. You guys know that. That's my game. I will always love that game. That is one of the greatest franchises, in my opinion. And it's not even the gameplay that makes the game great. It's the characters. The characters. Oh my god! Look, he did it. Looking like but anyway, let's move on. Worst movie you ever watched? This is Travis. Worst movie I ever watched. There's a couple. um, um, I'm trying to think of give me just one to because there's so many that I've seen that I didn't like it. I was like, what is this? Um, I would probably say a movie that. Are you talking about theatrical movie, or are we just talking about movie? Because there's been a couple of those sci-fi movies that just god awful as a given, but mm, there's so many, Travis. I can't even go into too much detail about it. Let's see what else we have here. Let's keep going. John, did you hear that ESPN attack on KO's son? What happened to Owen?
Yeah.
What happened to Owen?
Um, I don't know the full story, but I know Robert put in the chat or something about had the meme, but I guess the guy, the sports analyst that they bring sometimes for NBA, I guess he was talking about can he yes, I think he made a joke about Kevin Owens, about Owen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what stems from Cody Rhodes feeling. We read some article about Cody Rhodes feeling that WWE should cut ties with ESPN, saying that they insulted us with our child. I didn't know who the child was, but now that just makes it obvious that Owen.
Man, what the hell? See, okay, see, if there, I don't know the details. This is new to me, John. So, you know, Malcolm's looking it up right now. Well, Malcolm will tell me what's going on, but it's more Big Rick. What are your initial thoughts on Thor Ragnarok? Some of the filming was done in my home city. However, I did not get a chance to see anything. It's good to see Marvel branching out to my home. Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of filming go down there. They if it's not in Australia, they do a lot in New Zealand, which is the next island over from you, Rick. My initial thought on Ragnarok. Did they just cut out him? Oh my God. Okay. My initial thought on Ragnarok is I'm like when they showed it, I'm like, oh, Ragnarok. So instantly, being the comic fan that I am and reader, I'm thinking we're doing the Twilight of the Norse gods. So we're doing Surtur and everything like that. Then when they started mentioning who is directing it, and then they started saying, then they added the Hulk in there. I'm like, then it was like I'm like, comedy. I'm like, why are you making it a comedy? You got Ragnarok. Don't you know what that means? And now hearing that, Hela's gonna be the villain. So I'm wondering if she's still gonna be Loki's daughter. More importantly, it is gonna have influence of Planet Hulk because they show Hulk's gonna be in like his gladiator look from Planet Hulk. And Surtur is gonna be there along with the Furnace Wolf, and I'm like, okay. But initially, when I started hearing that, I'm like, yeah, that kind of stuff. Fairy love. Okay. Uh, thanks. Um, uh, okay, Edmund. Hulk versus Superman. Okay, I'm not doing there. I'm not going there because that's another one that's been done to freaking death. Can a Hulk solo movie work? Yeah, it can work. I mean, we've had two already, or three, or how many? But in terms of Incredible Hulk was not bad. It was good. I enjoyed it. Can another solo movie work? I think it can. There are some great storylines that that came out of Hulk comics. besides, I mean, people just think of Planet Hulk, World Hulk. Those are great. Not denying those, but there are some other storylines that came before that. And I still think, and I say today, is that if Marvel wants to introduce his cousin, yeah, you're gonna have to do somewhere down the line that he goes out. You know, you gotta do maybe another movie with Hulk. It's just me. Okay, Gladden. I'm just gonna go by your last name. I don't want to butcher your first name. What are your thoughts on World uh Infinity War's theories? That people are gonna die. That better stay. Um, I've said it before. Kevin Feige said this, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You probably heard me say it over and over, but I'm gonna keep saying it because it's true. He said that we're gonna realize why they built up the Mad Titan himself, Thanos, for over 5 years. A statement, and one of them statements is if he start killing off people, hey, and I still have this theory that Tony Stark is gonna die. I think Iron Man is gonna die in the movies. Cap is Steve. It's already been announced that Steve is not going to be Captain America, and I'm wondering what he's going to be. But I don't want to see people die, but they have to. I think Tony dying would mean the formation of a certain other agency known as Sword. Yeah, which I wouldn't mind. I really want to see Chris Evans stay as Cap or Steve Rogers because he nails that character. I can't. And let's think about it. He died, then yeah, because I can't really see anybody else taking over those roles. Robert Downey Jr. has been great as Tony Stark, but by them dying, it ushers in the new wave of characters. We want to see a lot of the Marvel characters come into the cinematic universe, but they can't come in unless some characters have to ride into the sunset. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's see what else we got. But other than that, I'm looking forward to, they're talking about 65 characters. Okay, let's see what the Russo brothers can do with that. The Guardians will be in it. I'm just looking forward. I'm looking for one scene in this movie is where Thanos has just knocked down all the Avengers and is Cap the last one standing, and Thanos is just like, why won't you go down? And just shows Cap's determination. Like, that's one scene I want to see. That was in Infinity War in the comic, where everybody was down. Steve just got up and Thanos' face was like, let's go. Come on. Like, I'm not going down. You're going to have to kill me. But yeah, the theories are theories. You don't know what's going to stick and what's going to stay. But the Russo brothers have gone on to say that, they have been going over the script, with the writers, and they have been talking about deaths. It's crucial that Thanos makes a statement. We have to realize, okay, we jokingly say it, and my friend Deadpoolzilla and everybody jokes about it too. We talk about it too. It's like that fool gets off that seat. When he gets off that throne, we're in some deep doo-doo. And what happened in Age of Ultron? He got off that seat. He's off the seat. And he grabbed a certain gauntlet. And he's like, you want something done? Do it yourself. Yeah. So he's got to make it. We already know. Come on. We're already saying the first casualty of the war is Vision. I don't want to see Vision die, but Vision may be dead. Either he doesn't die, but he gets the what he has, the Mind Stone ripped out of him. But yeah, he's definitely gonna be one of the first. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, Omnitron, if a Doom Patrol show happened, where would you want to see it? CW or AMC? I don't want everything I don't want everything pushed for CW, even though that's pretty much where all the DC stuff goes. But it'd be pretty interesting to see AMC get a show that's DC, not Vertigo, even though Vertigo is under DC, but you know what I mean. Omnitron, thoughts on the Lethal Weapon show that's coming out? I'm a big Lethal Weapon fan. I grew up with that movie. You know, that's my era that we're talking about here. You know, I'm an '80s brat, so like what have I always said? Anything from the '80s, I'm very protective of. You know, even if it's crappy, you know, I'm kind of still a little protective of. Like, okay, you know, but you have Damon Wayans taking over the role that really didn't really put him Danny Glover on the map, but it really got people to really appreciate Danny Glover more because before,
yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah,
it kind of helped the back.
Because remember, he did The Color Purple, which was the Steven Spielberg. People. Steven Spielberg directed Color Purple, and in that movie, there was a backlash of hate for Danny Glover because of his character as Mister.
He played it so well.
He played it so well, and it was, you know, you really didn't like it. You know, it's like, I love that movie, but it's just like you watch that and you just like, you mother, you know. But here's this movie here. Here comes Lethal Weapon. We see Murtaugh on his way to kind of, I guess he's a veteran. He's got family, everything. It's great. Now we're doing this show where he's still, I think, the family man. I love Damon Wayans. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Wayans family, and I'm interested in it. I'm interested, and I've said it before. I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna give it at least, like I do most series that kind of catch my attention, or just I give it at least 5 episodes. See where it goes. I tried the Rush Hour. I tried that, and I just couldn't get into it. And I'm like, okay, how much? It almost seems as if they're trying to start their own continuity with this series. If that's the case, that's a good idea. You know, because the biggest fear was for me was okay, this is continuing where I guess one of the movies left off or something like that. You know, it's just like the I think it came out already, The Shooter. Remember that movie, the Mark Wahlberg movie? They did a show with Ryan Philippine as now Bob Lee Swagger, and they kind of took it more from the book. But with this, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm give it 5 episodes, but if it doesn't, okay, I'm just gonna say that's that. I'll still love the movies. I try to give things a chance. I'm getting to that age now, guys, where I can't just knock some because I didn't like. I mean, some, not everything. To me, I just can't get into I can't get into what is I can't believe I'm brain farting on this dude's name right now. Who does Transformers? What's his name? Michael Bay. I can't enjoy I can't get into his interpretation of the Turtles. To me, the first Turtles movie will always be. Listen, you hear me? Let me say it again. Will always be the greatest Turtles movie ever. I'm gonna give it a shot. Omnitron. Let's see what else we have here. Omnitron. If Marvel did a new line of noir comics, who would you want to see the noir treatment? Oh man, a couple. Iron Fist, White Tiger. They did Daredevil. I think they did Daredevil. Black Widow. I would love to see. They did Iron Man, which was really interesting. Did they do Captain America? That would have been interesting. Maybe Captain America. Shang-Chi would be. Oh my God, Shang-Chi Noir. That would be really good to show what it was like for of Asian ethnicity back in the roaring 20s or so. That would be cool. I would. Yeah. Uh, maybe a black cat. You know. Maybe a black cat. Maybe I don't know how far you can go with sci-fi, but you know, but like I said, White Tiger would work. White Tiger, Doctor Strange. Yeah. Did they do Doctor Strange? I'm trying to remember. I love the Luke Cage noir. That was really good. But yeah. Daughters of the Dragon noir. Moon Knight. Ooh, that's a good one too. Yeah. There we go. You inspire me. Well, thank you. Thank you. Fairy love. Thank you. I don't mind. If people follow me, just don't troll me. Don't troll me. Okay, Gladden, you asked me, what are your thoughts on Deathstroke in Justice League? I'm doing I was gonna do a video on that, but I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it no more. It's a little too late. But here's my thoughts on that. All right, so Ben Affleck, it was on Ben Affleck's Twitter and everything. He showed a picture of Slade Wilson coming off of like a plane or something. You see him, guy coming off in his Slade, and it's like, whoa, Deathstroke. Now the question is, they're saying, is he a villain in Justice League, or is he going to be the main villain in the Ben Affleck, Batman's solo movie? My feeling is, because we've already heard that Steppenwolf is supposed to be the first villain in Justice League. I would feel very more comfortable if that's the case, because Slade is good, but I don't see why it would take Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Cyborg, and Superman to handle Slade Wilson. He's good, but he ain't that good, So I feel that he's going to make a cameo. He'll have a part in it. More for maybe Batman. I think that's what they're going to go for. Too bad we can't get a Teen Titan, because that's really where he should be. Teen Titans. It is what it is. But I'm looking for it. But the real question is, who is he? Who's playing him? A lot of people have speculation that it's Matt Damon. I'm a big Matt Damon fan. I made this perfectly clear that I like Matt Damon more than I like his best friend Ben Affleck. I think Ben Affleck is a good director, everything like that. But acting wise, I think Matt Damon's a little better actor than him. And if Matt Damon came out to be Slade, I was about to say Deadpool. Slade Wilson, I saw him take off his mask, and I see Matt Damon with the eye patch and gray hair. I'm like, oh. But I kind of hope it's not. I don't want to see Matt as a bad guy. Yeah, I want to see him as a hero, But I do want to see Matt Damon do a superhero movie. I do. I really do. He still would have been probably my perfect choice for Daredevil. I'm just saying. I'm trying. If Deadpool was in the, how would Rose Wilson react to him? Probably think he's a joke or wannabe like her father, until everything about him she would just call imitation, a poor imitation of my father. But probably would like him because I don't no yeah, probably would somewhat. Would probably just call him a nut. Oh my God. Okay. Obey Saint. What new era WWE wrestler who you like to see in a match with Shawn Michaels? Uh, I would like to see Neville. Neville would be cool. Uh, I can't say AJ, but I would. But he's not. He's very much. He's new to WWE. Okay, yeah, I put AJ, but you know, those are some. Owens. I would love to see Kevin Owens and Shawn Michaels go at it, but you know, Shawn stated, you know, he's not coming back, even though the dude is in tip top shape. I mean, Jesus Christ, did you see what he looked like at WrestleMania? Right? Yeah, WrestleMania was like, what the hell? Does hunting acquire you to look in that good of shape? You know, it's just stuff like that. Um, so yeah, you know, stuff like that. You know, mm, let's see what else we got. If there was one wrestler that has never been in WWE, uh, if there was one wrestler that has never been in WWE, are you trying to say basically, who would I want to see? Um, there's too many to even go into detail with. Travis, John. A lot of them are females, actually. A lot of them are females. There's some males, but a lot of them are females. Um, look up. Okay, I'll give you one. John, look up, and I'm gonna say this. Look up Lufisto. Lufisto. Look up her. She's one of them. There you go. I'm just gonna name one. A lot of more females. Um, so what's the next one? Travis, you asked me, have you ever seen the Raid Redemption? I've seen, oh, not all of it. I have not finished watching it. I've seen a little bit of it. That was it's good stuff. Let me see what else we have here. John, who would you want to join the WWE? There's a couple of them. Like I said, there's too many to go into detail, John. Too many. But I'll give you one. I'll give you one. Trying to think of the first one to pop in my head. Who pops in my head first? Okay. Chris, uh, Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel. I'd love to see him come. There you go. There's somebody. Okay. What do we have here? Who's next? Who's next? I'm John. Okay. If there was an anime wrestling federation, who do you see as being the top heel and face in it? All right. Anime. All right. Let's see. Top heel. Probably Yujiro Hanma. Top face. Uh, I'd probably say Goku in some way. But there are so many that I can think of. But we're talking about anime. There has been an anime wrestling show. Anybody remembers Ultimate Muscle? So, all right. So, hey Zach, what's up, Chris? Hey Zach, how you doing? Rogue One comes out in December. Thank you. See? So yeah, there's another movie that's gonna have Donnie fucking Yen. Excuse my language. Sorry about that. Donnie Yen, big fan. Yu Yu Hakusho and TMNT crossover. That'd be interesting. If the Turtles can cross over with the Ghostbusters, why not Yu Yu Hakusho? That's one of my favorite animes too. I hold that up there really high. Doctor Doom versus Darkseid. Ah man. Ugh. I want to say Doom because that's mine. I want to say Doctor Doom because look, Doom has gone up against godlike beings before, and Doom is no easy adversary to defeat. Doom is everything I've always loved in a villain: brains and brawn. But Darkseid is Darkseid. This is Darkseid can pimp slap Superman around and not break a sweat. So you got to put that into iced.
This racing sweat.
Huh?
This is
yeah. I don't even know if Darkseid sweats because he's stoned. But I look at it like this: Doom could probably outthink Darkseid. Don't get me wrong, Darkseid ain't no dummy, but Doom could probably outthink Darkseid. But I still think overall, yeah, and it pains me to say that because you guys know Dr. Doom is my favorite villain of all time, even above Darkseid. But got to give it to Darkseid. Two characters that the king himself created, Jack Kirby. All right. Man, could you imagine if Jack Kirby was alive today? He's about to celebrate his 100th birthday, I think. I think next year he would have been 100, or this year he turned to 100. He would have been 100. I gotta remember. But thanks for answering my question. I better go have some lunch. Maybe back later. Okay, Rick. Have a good day. John, I did not like how they booked Seth to smile at Finn giving up space. I didn't like how they booked Seth to smile at Finn giving up the championship he just won when it was his botch that made Finn hurt me. You know, it, it wasn't really a botch because it was planned. I think the problem is that with that move, it's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous move because he's throwing you, and as a wrestler, they've all been taught how to fall and brace themselves, but you can't really brace for that because you don't know. You can't really look over like, okay, where am I fall? And besides that, that was outside. It was outside of the ring, and you could see like something was wrong. I knew something was wrong. The moment I saw Finn hit it, I was like, something's wrong. I did not notice him pop his shoulder back in his socket. He popped and finished the damn match. And every time I think of Finn, I just bow my head and I shake my head because I'm like, he was on top of Mount Everest. He was up there, and he was there. And now he's going to be out for 6 to who knows months now because of that. Now a lot of people are saying, is Finn reckless? I mean, not Finn, is Seth reckless? I don't necessarily think he's reckless. I don't think that. But I think they need to stop that move. Stop that move from outside. That's not needed. But I don't think, but a lot of people, the reason why people are saying that now is because Seth is injured. two other guys now because of that.
No. He's
Well,
only injured.
he's only injured. He's only injured another guy with that move, but the other guy, Cena, he with a knee, and Cena looked like he was in a fight. He looked deformed. He looked like somebody. He looked like Putty Man. Like his face was just putty. But the Sting, yeah, it happened to Sting. Hell, that's the reason why Sting had to retire. Now, Sting's old. You know, look, 50 is not old, but for a guy who's been in the ring for so long, yes, that catches up on your body. I'll admit that. You know, it's like 35, like my age. I'm in my 30s. If I was a boxer, I'll be considered old. You know, whenever I start, but still being 30 is not really, you know, it's depending on where I start, but it's still considered an old age. But what happened to Sting, yeah, it was unfortunate. What happened to Finn was unfortunate, but I don't necessarily consider it a botch. You know what a botch is? Go watch Botchamania.
Well,
you know, even
botches that Botchamania, some of them don't look present. One might say that Owen Hart's power driver also is kind of because look what was the result.
Right.
But with Finn's case, and I agree with what Soul Monster and a lot of people, it's on both parts because how Finn tried to protect himself led to his injury as well. But you can't blame Finn for trying to protect himself as he did because see that's the only way he could have protected himself. Finn got
he got launched.
As most people have seen, like someone said, I watched it 3 times, and seems like Seth underthrew him.
Yeah,
he threw him too far away from the barricade.
Yeah, like usually Seth usually takes about 3, 4, 5 steps to get as close as possible. So when he launches somebody, they're at least to the point they can a little brace themselves, but not get he didn't take enough steps. So when he threw, like Malcolm said, Finn had no choice but to kind of turn a little bit into it. So his shoulder got caught, and I didn't know. I knew something was. I was like, oh man, I was like something. He's hurt, but I did not see him go pop that back in, and he finished the match though. That was
it was either like Soul Monster and guys, and even Don Tony said that if Ben did not try to protect himself like he did, because you're going against a barricade, either you're gonna go with your elbows or you're gonna have your neck snap on the barricade.
Your neck snap.
So it's okay. Yeah, Seth threw him, he underthrew him, and how Finn tried to protect him is what led to injury. But can't blame Finn on how he tried because that was the only way he could have protected himself.
Right.
But in the situation of, Seth smiling because I know, personally, it looks bad.
Yeah.
But character-wise,
it's his character, right?
His character is probably proud that I injured. I caused him to relinquish the belt. Yeah,
you look at it. I don't look at it from that point of view of like, oh, he knew what he's doing. He did it on purpose, and he likes that. No, it's his character. You probably Seth was probably the first one to come back and like, yo, I'm sorry, just like he did with Sting. But he's the heel.
You know what's messed up about Sting?
What happened?
Messed up about Sting. And Sting actually got hurt on the first one.
Yeah.
And then took a second one.
But under the next question, but thanks for that question, John. Obey Saint says, should the DCEU for I'm never gonna get used to hearing DC expanded universe. Why don't you just call it DC Cinematic Universe? I don't know. Anyway, connect itself to Watchmen. I guess I'm not the biggest Watchmen fan. Everybody knows that about me. I never was a fan of the comic and wasn't the biggest fan of the movie. I don't know. It didn't grab me. That comic didn't grab me. I know it's called the Claims, but it just to me it was I just like Kingdom Come was my joint. Uh, okay. I'm trying. Iron Fist versus Ryu. Who wins? Oh boy, here we go. Another one. We saw this teased in Capcom versus Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Uh, I'm not even gonna answer this. 'Cause I'm not. I'm not. Okay. One of the ESPN workers went on Twitter and made fun of Owen for being happy for his dad being champ and cracked on his disability. What
The guy,
really?
because somebody basically replied and said, his son is, he's autistic, and basically still referring to the son that he's autistic, and Amir responded, "The wrestler or the son?"
Really? So
Even Jonathan Coachman put him in his place.
so you're cracking on a kid who's happy for their daddy for winning.
Yeah, his first tweet was basically, until he found out it's scripted.
You know
And then it leads to all this, and
what? You know what? Fuck you, dude. Grow up. Whatever. That's bullshit right there. I'm sorry.
how Owen did when it comes to putting people in their place on Twitter. He's spoken about that.
Yeah. Let's see. Gladden. Yeah, you basically read my mind. Okay. I'm. What? Oh, from the question I answered. Okay. Okay. I might butcher his name, but people say that it's gonna be Joe Magdaleno. Oh, who played who was in who played Flash Thompson in the Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that he's gonna. There was even talks that he was gonna be Superman. Because he's a big guy. He's really big, and he can get into really good shape. He can get really big. I was like, but then sometimes we see him, you're like, oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, look how he was. His shape. I didn't watch the show, but he was on the show. What was the show with the vampires on HBO? True Blood. He was on that. I think he was a werewolf on that, and I saw him. I'm like, damn, that dude is. Damn, he got really big on that. So yeah, if he turns out to be Slade, I'll be like, oh, okay, it's all right. Let's see. Okay, Joe Maglino landed in England where the JLA is filming, and he's got a Slade goatee and recently followed Snyder. Oh, hey, hey, all right. Because, yeah, that's where they're filming. I know they're almost finished wrapping up, but hey, if that's true, all right. Let's see what next question is. Okay, Gladden, you asked me what Marvel character would you want to see crossover with the TMNT? Oh, there's so many. Spider-Man, Daredevil, the X-Men. God, they're mutants. Why not? Um, uh, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my, could you imagine the Guardians of the Turtles? The Turtles have spent some time in space. The Fantastic Four, well, what's left of them? The Avengers. There's so many. Hell, I could just see a TMNT versus the Hand. That's money. Okay. Zach the Thunder Kings saw an interesting crossover. You might be like, Cyborg 009 versus Devilman. Saw that. Very good and very good. Enjoyed that. I'm a big Cyborg 009. I'm a big fan of that show. Devilman, okay, but Cyborg 009, love that. Anytime they remake that, I'm all over it. Actually, even got the latest graphic novel for them. Actually, see, there it is. Cyborg 009. This was written by F.G. DeSantos and Bradley Cramp, and Marcus 2 did the artwork. And you got 009, yeah, and then you actually open the cover. You see different parts. It's like, and then it goes deeper and deeper. Like it shows the cybernetic parts. This was really good. Being a big fan of Shitari Ishimori's creation, I was wondering how they would try to do this, and they did a good job with this series. This graphic novel. You can find it wherever you can. I know Amazon sells it, and it's not that expensive, but this is really good. I'll show you some artwork of it. There you go. I guess some artwork. Pretty artwork. Very good. The villain in here was pretty good too, but this was really good. So yeah, I'm a big Cyborg 009 fan. Big fan of that. You guys can ask me anime questions. I'm a huge anime fan too. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, all the questions. Let's see what we got here. All right, John. I want to see Joe be the one to slay the beast. Who do you want to beat Joe? Me and Malcolm talked about this. We feel that Joe could be that guy, but it seems like they are probably building up to Roman being the one. Joe would. I can literally picture it now. You got Paul Heyman coming out and telling nobody beat him, because if you look at the locker room now, especially now, who is believable of beating? And honestly, guys, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't do the corner no more. That's now Malcolm's thing, I pass it on to him. But the thing is, like, I've told Malcolm this, and I was being honest with him. I was like, look, man, I'm getting bored with I'm getting bored with Brock Lesnar. I'm getting damn near bored with him. And I've told other coworkers who watch wrestling too. I was like, I'm bored with him. I'm bored with him. He does nothing for me, and everybody kind of agrees. Like I can understand that. I can understand. And I'm true. I'm bored of Brock Lesnar. I really am. I'm bored of him. And to me, yeah, I want to see somebody beat him. And it'd be really interesting if Joe's that one. I could buy it. I could buy that. Joe put that Kakina clutch on him, like choke out. Hey, I could buy that. It's not that I can't. I can. So yeah. That's same thing. I agree with you, John. Amitron says, well, I gotta go, Chris. Congratulations, take care. Thank you for dropping by. Deathstroke versus Luke Cage. Well, Deathstroke's gonna have to find a means of beating the Unbreakable Man. That's the thing. He's got to find a means of penetrating him, because think that don't worry. Luke, he starts to shoot Luke, bullets bouncing off. He tries to stab Luke, breaking the sword. It's just a means of trying to beat him. Luke ain't gonna make it easy, but yeah. Let's see. I hope AJ will beat Dean for. I'm not even gonna get into that because AJ is my dude. He's the guy the reason why I got into TNA. AJ. So, and I followed AJ's career everywhere I could. When he came to WWE, I was happy for him. I'm happy. Him beating John Cena, him beating John Cena, it was needed. John Cena winning would have done nothing. AJ needed that. Plain simple. Wait, oh man, crap. Okay, where's it? Okay. Kevin Owens, CM Punk, or Paul Heyman, who has the best mic skills? I'd probably give it. I want to say Paul Heyman over Punk and Owens. I'd probably give it a Punk. I don't know. But I think I'd give it a Paul Heyman because just just that he can tell a story, and it's just like you're listening to him.
It takes long. He's telling a story.
Yeah, so I give it a Paul Heyman. Let's see. Okay, who do you want in Injustice 2 besides Red Hood? Because we all want him. I don't want Red Hood. I don't like Jason Todd. Screw him. Bronze Tiger is one of them. There you go. Bronze Tiger. Lady Shiva. Fuck. And I want her in that game. There's some people. I got my wish with Blue Beetle, so. Okay, John asks me another. I would love to see Finn take the championship back from Owens. What do you think about that idea? I would rather see it probably. I'd rather probably see Sammy do it, take it from him. You know, that would be ironic. Owens the champ, and Sammy takes it from him. You know, there you go. Finn is gonna be back, depending on how he heals. You know, we may not see him for a while. Yeah. That'd be cool. Okay. Are you excited for Kid Flash on CW on Flash? Yeah. The CW shows that that I'm in terms of the comic shows that I'm excited for. Supergirl, of course. Supergirl, we're gonna see Superman for the first time, and it's not gonna be a CGI or his boot. No, we're gonna see the actual Superman, and Metallo is gonna be in the first two episodes. Great. I still feel that this is still CW looking at it and seeing if this episode gets over, that we could see a new Superman show. I would, and hey, okay. Flash, definitely looking forward to, but But like they said, don't expect Flashpoint to be the whole season because I don't think it is. Arrow, you know, Arrow, it is what it is. I think this is. They've also said this will be the last of the flashbacks. Thank God for that, because these flashbacks have done nothing lately. What have they done for the overall story? I don't. This time it is what it is. Can't wait till iZombie comes back. Um, Legends of Tomorrow. Reason why I'm excited for that because JSA, yeah, JSA gonna be in that. Great. Um, Vixen's animated series. I'm just hoping they're longer episodes and not no 4 minute long crap. Even looking forward to kind of the new Justice League cartoon. I want to see that. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Wow, not a Red Hood fan. Never heard that before. Yeah, I'm I'm not the biggest Jason Todd fan. I've never been a big Jason Todd fan. Even when he became Red Hood, I was still like, you're Red Hood, you're still Jason Todd. You're still Jason Todd. You change your name, but you're still Jason Todd. Um, Out of all the Robins, he's my least favorite. I don't hate him more than I hate Damian, that big head little prick. But yeah, he's down there. Oh boy. Okay. Goro versus Bane. Bane. Johnny Cage could beat Goro. What do you think Bane could do to him?
Well, depending on the Bane, maybe Bane won't be as smart as and don't forget, that's the movie. In canon, it was Luke Kang that did it.
Okay, well, Liu Kang. We're talking. Yeah, okay, Liu Kang. But Bane still. I don't care what Bane it is.
You never know. Maybe with those 4 arms, Goro just grab him by the arm and then take the other arms and rip out the thing, huh?
I still say Bane would beat Goro. Bane is intelligent. We're not talking. Not okay. We're talking about old school Bane. Not talking about Arkham City Bane, that big jacked up, roided guy who couldn't even break it down a little wall, little gate. No, not that Bane. Talking about the Bane that broke the bat. It was, you could say, oh, he was a chicken shit, a little cowardly. And I've always questioned it too. I'm like, if you're so good, why don't you face him when he's fresh? You had to do this. But Bane is Bane. All right. Did you see the Suicide Squad? If so, what did you think? Not yet. I may go see it tomorrow. Actually, may go see it tomorrow. Just go see it. Yeah, I may go see it tomorrow. I might actually go see it tomorrow. Okay. Okay. They confirmed that the speedster villain is Salvatore. Oh, yeah, yeah. And see, that's the problem, I think, with Flash in general, in terms of the show, is that he has nothing but speedster villains. And it's almost like same thing. We're doing this, Zoom was last year. What happened? Reverse Flash was the season before. It's like the rogues are just kind of the secondary villains. And, of course, then they do the villain of the week, stuff. And I'm just like, come on now. That, like, but I'm hoping they're still going to build. I know Grodd is going to have a big part in this season. So it'll be good to see Grodd again and Gorilla City. They've confirmed that the speed. Oh, I just read that. The speedster is in the black suit in the right. Yeah, I see. Okay, yeah, okay. Constantine versus Doctor Strange. Come on. Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, Doctor Strange, please. I'm looking forward to seeing Gotham, where Gotham can go. Not me. I've dropped that series real quick. That's the one. That's one comic series I'm done with. I am completely done with. I don't like Gotham's. I don't like it. This show makes, I don't want to say makes no sense, but it makes it, if you were looking at it from a point of view of the future, they've said before, when Bruce gets in a costume, that's when the series ends. So he gets in a costume, the villains that he normally had, his rogues gallery, will be too old for him. He'll be fighting senior citizens. You understand? I really wish this show was just Gotham Central, that focused on Gordon and the rest of the Gotham PD, with having cameos from Batman or something like that. Because now they just jumbled all over the place. They've gone, I think they've done the Court of Owls at one point. I'm like, where are you going with all this? I can't. I'm done. What's your thoughts on? Like I said, I'm done. I love Harley, but I'm done with Gotham. I'm done. I could care less. I don't care about that show. I wish that show success, but for me, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, season 2 of Flash was pretty much a repeat of season 1 with an alternate reality. I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm not. Let's see. Matt Damon as Hush. Maybe. I don't want to see Matt Damon as a bad guy. I'm sorry, I don't really want to see him. Or Matt Damon as Green. Matt Damon as Oliver Queen in the movies. If that happens, then bye-bye. Then we're probably going to see Arrow end, because that's the reason why we're not going to see the Suicide Squad, and you're not going to see Slade anytime sooner, because of them now on the big screen. That's the reason why. So if they introduced, I don't see why they needed to do that, because you got two Supermans now, TV and movie, Mr. Cavell and Hoochlin. So why can't there be TV? You got two Flashes, Grant and Miller. Yeah, Miller. Miller. That's Flash's name, right? Miller. That's his last name, right? You know. Okay. Terry Hogan, 2005. Do you think Arrow will make an appearance with Supergirl? There's a big crossover coming with all those shows. So yeah, there's a big crossover coming with all the shows. So yep. If Godspeed goes over, will you want to see him in the show? No, not really, because enough speedsters. We've seen enough. And I know I love the Flash. God knows I love the Flash, but he's kind of like Iron Man in some way, where most of his villains are just like him. Outside of the rogues, all the other villains are just like him. Exclude Weather Wizard, Golden Glider, Captain Cold, the Trickster, Mirror Master, Captain Boomerang. 6, right? I said 6. I names. Everybody else is just like him. Just like Iron Man. Titanium Man. Crimson Dynamo. It's just like those are. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Zach Dundergame. Hey, Chris, tell me if this sounds awesome for the Flash TV show, having Barry, Wally West, and Jay Garrett and Jesse Quick fighting together. Oh my God. Yeah, that would be great. I would love to see all those teaming up on somebody. Hell yeah. Gotham Central would have been better than Gotham, to be honest. I'm telling you, it should have been just Gotham Central with Batman showing up from time. I want a season of Flash villains without a speech. Hey, you know what? That would be a challenge. I would love to see the producers and everybody burn off and all them like, okay, for season 4, we're not gonna have a speedster as the villain. I would love to see them come up with their own creative villains, like creative villains, their own original villains. Nothing wrong with having OC characters. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see what else we got here. Would you like to see the real Maxwell Lord in the DC? Why you don't consider the Maxwell Lord we had in Legends the real one? He there are times I really thought that was Christoph Waltz, or the guy who plays him is related to him, because there are times he sounded like him. If that's the case, I wouldn't mind seeing Maxwell Lord again, maybe in the DC Cinematic Universe or EU. It is what it is. Yeah, let's keep it going, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up at it is 11:40 here on the East Coast in New York on the Eastern Standard. So I'm gonna wrap this up at 12. But keep it going. Let's go. Come on. Let's see. I'll tell you what. There's rumor that CW is work. There's a rumor. Now, here's the rumor now, which I'm going to talk about soon. I'm going to give my thoughts on it. It's been confirmed that the Valiant is not just going to do movies. They're going to do web series. It's been confirmed that Ninjak is getting a web series, and the actor who played Deadshot from the Arrow Deadshot and Arrow may be attached to playing Ninjak. I'll talk about that more when I do that video. It's coming up soon. There's talk about one of my favorite DC heroes. He's one of my top 10 favorite DC heroes. Black Lightning is getting a TV series, developing a TV series. All I can say about that is heaven help you, DC, if you fuck him over. I'm gonna tell you right now. There'll be consequences from Hurricane if Jefferson Pierce gets screwed over. And let me tell you why. Because it's right now, I tolerate what you guys do to Mr. T. You guys know how I am with Mr. Terrific. But I still don't. There was no need to make Mr. Terrific gay. And I'm not, and it's not about, and I'm not homophobic or anything like that. It was just like that role could have been for another well-established gay character in the DC universe. I still think that should have been Grace Cho. I still think that could have been her. No, he's not. No, he's not. First of all, his name's not Michael. It's Curtis. So he's not the real Mr. Terrific. It's not the real Mr. Terrific to me. He's just their version of him. But I tolerate him. He's pretty funny. I get him, but it's not there. I'm just sorry. That is what it is. What do you think of the news that DC is doing a Justice League Dark movie? Animated. Great. Good. And Matt Ryan's coming back to voice Constantine. Cool. Matt Damon is Moon Knight. I still think Moon Knight works better Netflix, not movie-wise. There's no way they will let Moon Knight be Moon Knight in the movies. The movies get away with some stuff, but not. Moon Knight goes there. He's not afraid to kill. He takes it to the extreme, and they would never let You would never see that on the big screen. So Netflix.
I don't know because Shirley sure saw Superman obliterate or some warlord.
Yeah, Moon Knight, Malcolm. Moon Knight.
Yeah, but for Superman to obliterate a warlord, that's still extreme. That should have been dead.
Do you think Impulse would ever be in the Flash, and when? Yeah, we're talking about Bart Allen, Barry's grandson, right? Yeah, Bart. Yeah, who actually was the Flash too. Uh, that'll be really interesting to see Impulse. You know, it'd be really interesting to see Bart Allen, who was the second Kid Flash. So it'd be interesting to see him. Yeah, the Rogues killed him, but yeah. Uh, and Barry was pissed off too, man. Ooh, I remember that. Barry went after all the Rogues when Bart died. The Question web series. I would take a question. The question. Vic Sage, the original, but I want my favorite question, Renee Montoya. I love Renee Montoya as the question. I would take, but a web series, yeah, would be good. Justice League Dark movie, Dark will be live action. Wait, I thought it was animated because I know they're doing an animated. I thought Justice League Dark was animated, not live action. They've dropped that. I thought they dropped the live action. Um, I don't know. I thought it was animated. I was rewatching the Netflix. I was rewatching the Netflix Voltron series. That's a good series. Can't wait to season 2. You talk about a show that really respected the lore of its original. There you go. Another remake that was really well done. But rewatch, and I think they showed Lotor in the final. I think they did too. Um, Hopefully he'll be bigger in the second season. Dr. Fate series. I could take a Dr. Fate. But Dr. Fate is another character that doesn't really have a big rogues gallery as much. You know, Wu-Tan is one of them. This is probably his biggest villain. Yeah, guys, see, I know this is 20 plus years of comics reading, you're talking to guys. So I have my ears and everything, you know, and I have one man I got to thank the most is my dad, you know, for getting me into comics at a young age. I was 10 years old and I'm still reading them today. I'm 34, 24 years, you know, and I'm going to continue to read them. I'll be reading comics to the day I'm not even going to say that. You know, but yeah, I'll be reading it. They've confirmed a live action movie recently. I really, okay. We'll see where it goes. DC is doing both. Okay, see there, yeah, see, okay, so they are still doing wait a minute, they're doing why? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, it's like we'll see because like right now, a lot of people ask me, you know, a lot of people I get questions all the time. Chris, are you still watching Dragon Ball Super? I'm like, yeah, I'm still watching it. I'm finally caught up on what's going on, and I'm like, you know, people ask me, you know, how you liking Black Goku? I'm like, I kind of figured it wasn't like Goku. I knew, you know, it would have been interesting, like what turned Goku, but remember, this is future Trunks' future, and in that future, Goku's dead. So that was always a question, like, how's that Goku? Goku died already. So find out, and he's a Kai. you know, he's so it is what it is. Mm. Doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop. All right, next up we have I Want a Green Lantern Show. What do you think? I really wish they didn't cancel Green Lantern the cartoon because I was loving that show. Network for that. Hopefully, please, Netflix, bring back Young Justice, please, please. I know there's talks of, and they've been talking to Peter David. Please, please, I'm begging you. Maybe they should better not fuck him over like the movies. I mean, they are bringing the Green Lantern. They're bringing the Green Lantern core in the movies. So it's the Green Lantern core, and I think it's going to be Hal and John Stewart along with the rest of the alien. You know, fine. Still no love for Kyle. Always leave out Kyle. Always. The director of Edge of Tomorrow is directing Just League Dark. Okay. I've seen Edge of Tomorrow. That's the Morgan Freeman and Tom Cruise movie, right? No? Okay. What's Edge of Tomorrow? That's the Tom Cruise is in it though, right? Oh, that's based off the anime. I still have not seen that movie yet. Okay, Oblivious. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Oblivion. That's what I'm thinking of. All right, that's the one with Morgan Freeman. Okay, fun fact: the voice actor who does Zarkon in the Netflix Voltron did the voice of Optimus Prime in Transformers: Robots in Disguise. The one where Optimus Prime was a the one where they had like real special moves like hydro cannon, all that, yeah, shit like that. Yeah, right laser, center laser, left laser. uh, yeah, and and the actor who and the actress who voiced Princess Allura voiced Ashley Williams in Mass Effect. So yeah, yeah, and she's black. Yeah, so yeah, so that's pretty cool. I remember when I found out like Ashley Williams was voiced by a black woman. I'm like, whoa, that's cool. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, if Netflix can do a good Voltron, I was thinking, should He-Man and Thundercats? They should have did a He-Man and Thundercats and not screwed it up. He-Man and the Master Universe that they did for Cartoon Network was great. That remake was great. Can't say anything bad about that. Thundercats, it had potential, and then it just started ruining it. Okay. Yeah, especially Chitara. Man, they made Chitara a you know what? I couldn't take that. But I will say this. I don't care what anybody says. Mum-Ra looked badass in that show. And I enjoyed that. I did enjoy also that they kind of took away the whole his whole 80s weakness where his own reflection was his big weakness. He was like a creature of the night, like, you know, the sun hurt him. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I could take that. Let's see where we go. All right. So keep them coming, guys. We still got time. Got a few more minutes before I wrap this up. All right. What were you thinking when they canceled Teen Titans and Young Justice? Teen Titans wasn't really. I was like, oh, okay, it's over, because there was only so many episodes of Teen Titans that I liked. When they got serious on Teen Titans, I loved it, especially especially with Slade and Deathstroke and all that, and the Brother Blood and all that. I was loving it. But when they started having all them goofy episodes, I was just like, no, I don't like this. I really wish they didn't do the whole anime look for Teen Titans. I really wish.
Wait a minute, didn't they do the Judas Complex one?
Kinda. They kinda did the Judas Contract storyline, but could have been better. Teen Titans, I was pissed the fuck off. Young Justice, I was pissed off. I was so mad when that got canceled. I was so pissed off because I went into a huge rant. I was like, y'all cancel this to bring that garbage Batman and that stupid Teen Titans cartoon now they got for that? Yo, I was so pissed. But then I found out that it got canceled because more females was watching the show. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You cancel a show because the viewership, more females are watching. What's the point? Yeah, well, for a show that really didn't focus on his more famous rogues, still I was just like, enough Batman. It was tiring for me. You know how DC is on that bat cock. Let's see. I would love to see DC do a Justice League movie based on Blackest Night. What do you think about that? No, I don't know. That would really have to involve Green Lantern. That's a Green Lantern story, not a Justice League story. Okay. I actually haven't watched any Netflix series, but I plan on watching them all when Luke Cage comes out. Never too late. You know, I got friends that just started watching Daredevil, you know, or them shows. Netflix does a good job with these series, not just these. You want to add another? Here's another Netflix series to add: Stranger Things. That is an excellent show. Love that series. I can't wait to season 2. Okay, got a question. How would you feel about an adaptation? This is from Sinquan. Of Mass as a cartoon or anime? I say anime. Netflix. Oh, he spelled it wrong. That's why. Chitara and Pumara were both bitches. Yeah, Pumara and they bring in Pumara and she betrays them, and all because why? She joins up with Mumra because she got left behind. Once again, Lionel didn't see you underneath that rubble. You didn't even get their attention. Whatever. Okay, Cedric House. What do you think about Squirrel Girl and a new? Okay, that's another thing I'm going to talk about. So, I'm gonna talk about that on a separate video. So look out for that as well. So yeah. They're doing the Judas Contract. It's going to be on video finally. That was supposed to have been out since what, 2005? Yeah. So yeah, finally. Damn, like fuck. Yeah, man. It's like been wanting to see that. Probably one of the most famous Teen Titans storylines ever. Finally. Let's go. Okay. All right. Get your last questions now, guys, because we're gonna wrap this up. I want a Batman Beyond movie with the Beyond Justice League. That would be interesting. First of all, yeah, I want to see a Batman Beyond movie. If there's one Batman I don't, it's Batman, but I would want to see a Batman Beyond movie. I really would. I really want to see that. I would want to see that. Um, it'd be really interesting, to see who they get to play Terry McGinnis, who they would get to play old Bruce. But the Justice League Beyond, I would love to see, that version of the Flash, because if you read the comics, they have introduced the Flash, and she's female. I think she's related to Alan in some way. The Green Lantern. There's that bald girl, that little girl. Superman, older Superman, uh, Big Barda, Warhawk. The only thing they would probably have to change is like Warhawk would probably not. I don't know. Could they still go and say like Rex Stewart? He's John Stewart and Shiera's son. Um, and of course Aquagirl, and I think they had an Atom on the team too, Micron or something like that. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. What is your thoughts on the comic book TV shows? Mine, I love them. Daredevil has been great. Sorry about that. Somebody's at my door. Don't worry, I'm not gonna get that. Daredevil has been good. Looking forward to Luke at the end of the year and end of the year, end of the week, end of the month. I thought Jessica Jones was great. Can't wait to see Iron Fist, my man Danny Rand, and then of course the big crossover between all of them. And I can't wait till Punisher. You name it. They've been great. They've been really good. I'm hoping Marvel and Netflix continue to go with keep their street level characters together. That's it what it is. Sorry about that. All right. All right. Your last questions, guys. All right. What's my favorite of the comic TV shows? Okay. Right now I really don't have a favorite. I want to say Daredevil, but then Jessica Jones really nailed it for me. So I really don't have but I love them all. I really do. People have been asking when the fantasy fights are coming back. Yeah, they're coming back soon. Even more importantly, they might move back to this channel. I might do one more section, and then I'm gonna like rebirth them here, and they'll be called uh, something like Fantasy Fights Rebirth or so. Because I still get people talking about the ones that are here. I did 10 sections here, and then I moved them to their own channel. I may not. I may keep them on their separate channel. So if you guys want them to stay on their own channel, fine. I'll keep them over there. But they're gonna come back soon. They're gonna come back real soon. Just reconstructing a couple of the sections a little bit. So yeah, that's it. I'm back, and I still think DC needs to leave the straight jacket of Warner Brothers, and they have their own studios, the animated studio. What do you think? Yeah, somewhat. I still think so. Yeah, I do. Do you miss Blue Devil, and when would you want to see him and where? Uh, I miss Blue Devil. I enjoy Blue Devil. I miss. Uh, he should be in. He should. Blue Devil should be a member of the Justice League Dark because he's a magical character. Or even if they don't go, they there's a couple of magic-based teams in DC. Okay. Which superpower do you think they should they should be used more often to meet. It would okay. Which superpower do you think should should be used more often for me? For me, it would be seismic vibration. Superpower that I think should be used. I can go geokinesis or something like that, controlling Earth. That's geokinesis. Something like geoforce, or for anybody who also is a fellow fan of Avatar, earthbending. That's pretty much what that is, geokinesis. Um, okay. And what DC team do you want to see in the movies besides your Teen Titans and Birds of Prey? Well, and all right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I want to thank everybody who came out to celebrate 5,000 subscribers with me. Once again, as always, I appreciate what you guys you've taken my hand and you've enjoyed the ride with me. And I met some interesting people as well. I've kept in contact. Yeah, guys, you probably won't see me on Facebook. You're not gonna see me on Facebook for 2 months. I'm taking a break from Facebook. That's one social medium that I'm on almost every day, and I kind of taking a break from that. So it started yesterday, actually. Yeah, now you can say yesterday. And I'll be back November 1st. But other than that, guys, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue to do my best. Keep you guys entertained. Hit you with theme Q&As and things like that. And speaking of theme Q&As, what is September's theme going to be? I still don't know. But don't worry, the announcement vid will be up and things like that. But yeah, celebration. Very much enjoyed it. Thank you guys for always. I love you guys. Stay tuned. What's coming up? Besides, like I said, going to talk about the New Warriors thing. Going to talk about Ninjak. I got some more gameplays coming up, some classic gameplays. More coming up. Got some more reaction videos coming up that people have been hitting me with. People seem to enjoy me react to the kids watching stuff, so I'm going to get to that soon. But other than that, guys, I'm Vernon Kid. I'm the Geek Highlord of New York. Says peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real. Avita Zen, I'm out. Take care, guys.